Morning, guys. It's 5 in the morning. We're headed to our next destination, which is California. I went on a date last night, so it was a little bit of a late night for me, but I'm like kind of giddy this morning. I don't want to be loud because my sister is still asleep, but I am headed to California.
You guys, I've been on the go. I have a very early flight to LA where I'll be sitting down with content creator Brett Chody, and then later I'm gonna take you guys along for a little stroll around Los Angeles.
We've made it to California. I don't have a hotel room until tonight because check-in's not until 4 p.m. It's literally 9 in the morning, so I came to my management's office. Look how beautiful this view is. So I'm gonna get ready, maybe eat something. I have a very exciting interview with Brett today. I'm so excited to meet her. I've been following her since she started posting her dessert bowls at night. That's like when I first discovered her, but we're just gonna chill.
Hi, Kendall. Okay, let me get in the kitchen. Let's do it last place. Good.
What are you doing, Kendall?
Why don't you sit at the table to eat that?
Hi, my name is Kendall Burgess, and this is my mom.
This is also my sweet actress.
Hey guys, it's Kendall.
And this is Not So Little. Hey guys, welcome back to this week's episode. Today I am sitting down with Brett Chody. Thank you so much for coming to Not So Little.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
Of course. I can't wait to just chit chat.
Me too.
Figure more out about you. So tell us, like, starting from the beginning, how did you even get into content?
So I honestly started my Instagram when I was like 16. I was in high school, and it was like very early days of like influencers being a thing. And I was just obsessed with like all specifically like the wellness ones that were like out here in LA, because I was like a runner obviously in high school, and I was very into like the whole health thing.
Yeah.
So it was like my dream when I was like literally in high school, and then I just like kept up through college and did it because I genuinely enjoyed it.
Wait, I love that.
I graduated USC in 2022, and since then it's kind of just been like steadily growing, and I would say in the last like 3 years it's been like a real like career, and it's
good for you.
grown. So yeah, it was like my 16-year-old dream though, so it's cool that
Look
like
at you now.
I'm able to be like, hey, like I like am able to do this.
Yeah. Is this kind of like your full-time job, like influencing and...
It is a full-time job, like just based on like the
It's a
volume
lot.
of stuff I do and
Yeah.
everything, but I also work for my family business, which is Garrett Popcorn.
Wait, stop.
Do you know Garrett?
Yes, because
my
that's when I
gosh.
first discovered you, is when you would
Oh.
review your popcorn.
Yes, love.
That like totally slipped my mind.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so cool.
And some people don't like put two and two together, and they're like, is she just like a mega fan of this brand? They're like, why is she always posting about it? But no, so
Yeah.
it's my family's business, so I'm our social media manager.
So fitting.
I do that as well. And so I kind of have like a 2-job thing going on.
Yeah.
But it's fun to balance, and I work remotely for
Of
Garrett.
course.
So lots of traveling home and stuff. But
Yeah.
I love the balance I have right now.
Wait, that is so cool. So do they have standalone stores? Is it only sold online?
Yeah, so we have shops in Chicago, a few, like one in Houston airport, one in like Phoenix, like a few airport ones.
Wait,
and
that's
then
so cool.
we're actually all over Southeast Asia and Japan, which
Wait,
a lot
what?
of people don't know. That doesn't fall under my purview. Like I only deal with like our domestic like social media account,
Yeah.
but like we're also international, and then we're online, and then we
Yeah.
also have a grocery line that's
Oh
like
my
in grocery
God.
stores. Yeah.
Wait, you guys are doing so well. I need to go back a second. Japan, you said?
Yeah.
Like, how did you choose that location?
So honestly, it was when my dad. So we bought the company from the Garrett family when I was young.
Okay,
so we're
got
like the
it.
second generation owners.
Okay.
And honestly, just like a lot of businesses that are from America do really well in Japan, like
That's so interesting.
Thailand, like Malaysia, all those countries, just because like kind of like how we get obsessed with like Labubus and
Right.
like things from over there,
Yeah.
they are also obsessed with like
That's
very
such a
American
good point.
things, and like popcorn is so American. So honestly, it was just like a strategic business move.
Yeah.
And
Super smart.
it's been like obviously a big hit over there. So that's a whole other like arm of our brand that a lot of people don't really know.
Have you visited Japan, like, for the business?
Yeah, so I actually, not for work, I went with my parents in
Okay.
2019, but I'm actually going back in 2 weeks because
No way.
I'm running the Tokyo Marathon in literally 2 weeks.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so I literally leave a week from Saturday to go back to Japan. Yeah.
So you're like in the heat of training then, right? Or
Yeah.
is it kind of just like a... 'cause-
I literally ran 22 miles this morning. which is like crazy.
That just like made me sick to my stomach.
No, I mean, me too. It's the longest run I'll do, like, of training. And it's actually the longest run I've done ever in training. I normally only do 20. I literally ran 22 miles this morning.
This might be such a dumb question. What is a marathon? 23.5?
26.2. You were close. You knew there was a point.
And a half is
13.1.
13.1.
Yeah.
I'm like so non-runner.
No, I get it. Like, and I feel like it's one of those things where if you aren't a runner and you don't really know any, then it's like, such a foreign concept.
Yeah, it
right?
really is. But I feel like honestly nowadays on social media, I see so many running influencers and like so many run clubs. It's so popular right now.
Yeah, it is really popular. And I think that like social media has like played a big role in popularizing it and stuff. But I also think that there's like, it's a double-edged sword because so many running influencers are like running like 1 million marathons a year and like acting like that's normal, which like it's also not. Like,
yeah, right.
It's hard. Like, I don't want people to think like running marathons like a walk in the park. Like, it's definitely not.
Definitely. I mean, people, I will say, like watching the Chicago Marathon and the New York Marathon, some people finish and it looks like they literally just like went for a light jog. Like they make it look easy, which makes you think that you'd be able to do it.
Yeah.
I maybe can run 2 minutes on the treadmill and I'm gasping for air, but that's a whole nother story because I'm honestly that's not a good look on my part. Okay, so before social media, you were a long distance runner at USC.
Yeah. It was like obviously super surreal to be able to like commit to a D1
It's
school.
a big school.
And USC's track program specifically is really strong. Like our sprint, like USC sprints are really strong, but I was obviously distant. So it was just like honestly a dream that like my sport could like also get me into my dream school. Because like USC had been like at the top of my like list of where I wanted to go for a long time.
Yeah.
So I committed and then I started like my first semester and I was dealing with my third stress fracture in like a year and a half, like right as I started at SC, which was a big bummer because like I couldn't compete in cross country that semester, but I was like on the team. I would go to meets to like support my teammates, whatever. And then like a few months in, I kind of just realized that I was very burnt out and I kind of wanted like a more typical college experience. And on the track team, like you couldn't rush and be on the team. You had to choose. And I made the tough decision to retire. And so I only like was on the team for a semester. And then I rushed and I like did that whole like normal college.
Like the normal college experience.
And then I got back into running after I graduated. I had like a post grad, like, oh, like I have all this like time after work. Like, what should I do? And then that's when I like got back into it. So I honestly like hated running most of college. Like I was so burnt out from doing it for like all of high school. And I almost like took it too seriously as a high schooler. And like I wish I could go back and be like, you don't need to be like this, like you aren't an Olympian. Like just like because when you are too serious about it, it like makes it like just too much and it takes the joy away. Yeah. And now like I'm back to a place where like I am fast and I'm like, you know, I'm being competitive with myself, but like I also take breaks. So it's like
that's
I still
healthiest
very much enjoy it.
You could have with running. That's so crazy. So you said you were hard on yourself in high school, like because I know I've talked to a lot of college athletes on this podcast, and like collegiate sports is a lot. It's a full-time job. Was it like that in high school? Like were you just after class like straight to the track? Same thing every single day?
I personally was. Like, I took it so seriously. Obviously, college is like a whole different level where it, like, exactly you said, it's a full-time job. But I just was, like, so, like, insanely serious about it in high school. Like, I wouldn't, like, go out during the season and, like, anything like that. And I kind of wish that I didn't take it so seriously because I literally think I maybe would have been even faster had I just like, you know, chilled out a little. And I think that's why I ended up being so injured. Like I had those 3 stress fractures and I think it was genuinely because I was overtraining and I was so young and it was just like too much on my body. And like since I've gotten back into running since I graduated in 2022, I've like literally, knock on wood, had like no injuries. I've had like no issues because like I have a very balanced approach, which is very much what I preach to my followers as well.
Like you found the happy medium between like pushing yourself but also taking time for your health. That's so crazy. So how did you like, when did you
get to the realization like I want to start getting back into running again?
It was honestly like that summer after I graduated, I was just like starting to enjoy it more again. And then I went to Venice Run Club here in LA.
Okay.
Honestly, as a way to like meet people post grad, because I was living with my friends from college, but I'm a very like social person. I'm very much an extrovert, and I wanted to like meet more people.
Of course.
And VRC at the time, it was 2022. So it was like only 100 to 200 people on
Wait,
like
I feel like
a
that's
run.
big.
It's big, but now it's like 1,000. Yeah.
1,000 people in a run club.
Yeah.
And you're all running together.
Yeah, I don't really go anymore because it's honestly gotten too many people for
That's a lot.
for it to be enjoyable. But it served an incredible purpose for me when I
Sure,
went,
yeah.
because I met so many like-minded, obviously, people and like people to go out with, but then also who like would want to run on a Saturday morning. And honestly, it was like going, and obviously I wasn't like anywhere near like the fastest, but I knew that I like could be. It kind of like relit that a
Love
bit of
that.
like that athleticism and competition within me. And so that got me back into it. And then they had a group running the LA Marathon. And the founder was like, I know you can do it. Like, you should just do it with us.
Wait, I love that.
So then that's when
They
I
believed
ran
in you.
my first marathon in 2023, in March 2023. And this will be my 5th Tokyo. Yeah. So it's pretty crazy.
Good for you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Can you tell me what like the night before or day of marathon looks like for you?
Honestly, like the days before are a lot of carbs. Like the carb load is very real and very important for like a full marathon.
Yeah.
Like for a half, you don't really need a like carb load, but it's like for days. But for a full marathon, it's like 3 full days of like strategic, like trying to get to a certain like number of carbs a day.
Yeah.
And then the night before is always like super early dinner and just like pizza or like pasta
Something
or rice.
heavy.
Yeah, but very carb heavy. And then it's honestly just like trying to sleep. Your nerves normally like keep you up. And then the morning of, I just try to approach it as like any other long run morning.
Yeah.
So just like having my same exact breakfast I always have, like coffee, giving myself enough time to like just wake up and whatever. And then it depends on the race, but sometimes there are like harder logistics on getting to the start line or not. But I just try to like channel like, this is just another
normal
run,
day,
whatever. But
do you
obviously
run
it isn't.
days prior to a marathon, or do you try to rest?
Yeah,
Like,
so you scale
sorry,
back.
I'm just like so intrigued by this.
No, it's fine. I love it. I love it. And honestly, like a lot of people like don't really know what it looks like leading up to it, but you still do run, but you scale back how much you're running. It's called a taper. So it's like I now start my taper for Tokyo. You'll run the day before, but like 2 to 3 miles. Like,
that's
super
it?
easy. Yeah.
Just to like get your blood flowing,
Just to like
I guess?
shake out your legs. Yeah, it's called a shakeout run.
Wow.
And then and then you do the thing.
What
It's
has been
crazy.
your favorite marathon so far?
Probably New York.
That's
I mean,
a good one.
LA will always be very special to me because it was my first one, and it's obviously like I live here.
Big accomplishment too.
And it's honestly been the only one that I like felt amazing the entire time.
Really?
Which is really rare for your first one to go like perfectly. So it's still my fastest time too, which is crazy because
Wait, what
like
was your time?
3:07.
What?
Yeah.
3 hours and 7 minutes.
Yeah. I shocked myself with that time. I was like, wait, what did I just do? Like, it was crazy to me.
What?
Yeah. So
Brett, that's insane.
thank you. Yeah. I mean, I literally was like, wait, what just happened?
No,
like, when
I would
finished.
be too.
But New York, like, was just, the energy was insane.
Yeah.
Like, the crowds, like, everything about it was just wonderful. And I'm, like, super excited to do it again someday.
It's like, I remember this past New York Marathon watching the TikToks. It like makes me emotional watching the people cross
really
the line.
emotional day. Like, if you're spectating, if you're
Yeah,
running,
for
like,
anybody.
it is like, it's so like happy and like everyone feels so accomplished, and it's just like always the best vibes.
Vibes are really high, and I
Yeah.
love seeing the posters, like the funny
Yes.
ones, the witty ones. They're so good. Did you? I'm assuming you had family
Yes.
at that one and
Yes.
friends.
Yeah. I've luckily had family and my boyfriend at all of the ones that I've run.
I feel like you
so,
need that,
Yes.
especially like if they're towards the end. It kind of gives you that extra, like
100%.
makes you just want to finish get across to the finish line.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a question for me. Since I'm not a runner, like what would be my first steps into getting into running? Like how would I even?
Yeah. So I always tell beginners to start with like run walk intervals. So, like you were joking that like you can only run for 2 minutes, which is like actually totally fine. But it's like, okay, then like run for 1 minute, walk for 1 minute, and do that like 10 times. Because then it's like you're technically running for 10 minutes total. You're just taking a 1 minute or 2 minute walking break in between and slowly build up the amount of time you're running versus walking. And so that is what I always say to start with, because so many people are like, okay, I want to run, and then
just
go
like go
out
for it
and try to run like 2-3 miles, and they also try to run way too fast, and it's like obviously you're gonna hate that, like you can't. Even when I'm getting back into it, I do run walk intervals, and I'm a very experienced runner, so that's what I would say is like my absolute like first step. And I actually really like the treadmill for like beginners too, because it's just like easier to just like adjust the speed. You can see the exact
I was gonna
time.
say you can track and everything.
Yeah, and so that is like number one first and foremost. Then also just making sure you have good shoes, like because I feel like a lot of people run in like, I don't know, I don't want to name drop certain brands, but just not good running shoes. And then that can also then cause like shin splints or foot
like
issues.
knee pain or hip pain. I don't know.
Yeah.
We like as a dancer, I feel like a lot of dancers can attest to this. We do not run.
Right.
It's like
I danced a little growing up.
Okay.
And then I started running because my like older sister did, and I was like, oh, whatever. And it's literally the opposite movement because running is heel toe and dance is the opposite. So I did both for like a year, and then I was like, my dance teachers were like, you can't, like, it was just.
That's so true.
Yeah.
That dance is toe heel and running is.
Yeah.
You're so clever.
So it's like very, like, it's like they're literally counterintuitive.
Yeah, they are. So when do you leave and when is the marathon? Like how long?
So I leave on Saturday, and I'm going to be there for a full week before, just
to
because
like, get
to get adjusted. This is actually my first international one I'm doing. So it's like a whole new experience, but I wanted to give myself like ample time to adjust.
Right,
because
of course.
like the time change is just crazy. And so, and then I'm staying an extra like 3 days after. Just like for fun. Because like I'm going to obviously go out to eat and stuff before the race because I'm there for a week. But like I'm not going to be able to like do like all the normal stuff that things I would have wanted to do had I just been going to Japan for like a normal trip for fun. So I'm staying a few extra days to like, you know, get that in too.
Okay, one more question about the Tokyo Marathon and then I'm done. Do you have to not audition? I don't know why I was going to say that, but like right?
No, yeah.
How do you get into the marathon, like the Tokyo Marathon?
So this is like
there we go.
Yeah. This is like another misconception. People are like shocked when they find out that like it is really hard to get into these races.
Yeah.
So for like a race like Tokyo, it's like really competitive to get into. So I'm like running with Abbott, which they like sponsor basically all the world major marathons. And so that's how I got my bib. But like other than that, it's like a lottery system, which like very few people get in that way. Or you can raise money, but it's not like anyone can raise money. You still have to like apply. So
wait, what?
Yeah, it's like real. Like Tokyo and New York are both really, really hard to get into. Like you can't just run.
That's crazy.
I know, it's crazy. So it's like you have to get in, and then like if you get in, you have to raise money. Then you have to raise like whatever, like $5,000, sometimes more.
What?
And then on top of all that, you have to pay to do it. And people are always like floored by all of that because they're like, wait, people want to run these races that badly? And I'm like, yes. Like it's like a highly coveted thing.
That is wild that you have to like, I never knew there was a money aspect to marathon. Like I thought,
I mean, not everyone, like there are like, so like
there's people that qualify.
Yeah. So like I've qualified for basically every single race that I've done. So I haven't had to raise money, but like a lot of people who maybe aren't like having those qualifying times, like they will raise money instead. And like that's how they get their spot. Yeah.
That's crazy. Definitely a misconception because I never would have known that about marathons.
Yeah, you can't just like show up to the start line. Like it's like it's a
you
whole
will never
thing.
see me showing up to any starting line. Saying that now. Okay, tell me about Bites Club. That's your run club.
Bites Run Club. Yeah.
Bites Run Club.
Yeah.
So how did you start that? When did you start that?
My first one was very impromptu. I was visiting New York last February. It was actually just over a year ago.
Oh, so it's a baby.
Yeah, it's a baby.
Cute.
And I had been asked a bunch of times before that trip, like to do a run club in LA or to do one in New York or whatever. But I honestly just like had never really like thought of all the logistics and whatever. And so anyway, this specific trip, I remember like enough girls were asking. I like put up a poll. I was like on like Thursday, I think. I was like, if I did a run club on Saturday, like in Central Park, like would you come? And like a couple hundred people were like, yes. But I was like, no way that many people show up. But it was enough confidence to be like, okay, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
But it was so like all over the place. Like I literally just put up a story frame. Like we're meeting. Like here's the where we're meeting tomorrow.
I feel like that's the best way to do that.
Yeah, and so that was my first one, and it literally like I think there were like 200 something girls that came.
Brett, that's huge.
Which like for a Saturday morning in February in New York City,
also like very impromptu.
Yeah, very impromptu. I was like, okay, wait, whoa, like this is kind of crazy. And then I actually didn't do another official one until Chicago this year because I ran the Chicago Marathon back in October.
So sick.
And I hosted a Bites Run Club shakeout run the day before.
Oh, I love that.
And literally 1,500 people came.
Are you kidding?
So insane. Like it was actually mind-boggling.
Wait, that is so awesome.
And so that was a really cool moment. And kind of like in tandem of all this, like I've created like merch with a longtime friend of mine who has a merch company that it's like Bites Run Club sweatshirts. And so people have also been like super into that. So it's like, it's an actual thing, but also I say just like kind of like a mentality. Like you don't have to run to wear the sweatshirt or whatever, or you don't have to run to come. Like you can come and walk. But since then I've done one in Boston and one in LA, and I'm excited to take it to more cities this year.
I cannot believe you had that many people show up, not even in like your hometown.
Yeah.
Like you literally just posted it on Instagram.
Yeah, it was crazy. The
That's
New York
so
one was
fun.
crazy. So yeah, it's been like a really fun way to also just like meet my followers because
For
that's like
sure.
my favorite part of what I do is like meeting like people who follow me and connecting with them, and then also like helping them connect with one another.
Yeah.
And I think that like so many girls I feel like just want to meet more friends and like meet like-minded girls and
I totally
like-minded
agree.
people. And so it's been really special to kind of create a space for that.
Yeah.
And it wasn't really like a planned out thing. It wasn't really something I knew I wanted to do, but now that I have this
It kind of
foundation,
just like fell in your lap.
yeah, now that I have this foundation though, I'm really excited to grow it and take it to more places and like see where it goes.
Maybe you'll do one in Tokyo. Not this trip, but another trip.
Not this trip, but another one. Yeah, honestly, like part of my reasoning for doing Tokyo was so that like it's just like a totally different place and culture, because as wonderful as it has been to have so many fans and girls who know me at all these races I've done, I think it's gonna be very nice to also kind of have the opposite and kind of just have it be like
be
I'm
in the
sure there
zone.
will obviously be like a few followers I have swiped up and been like, oh, I'm running too and whatever, but it won't be anything like New York and Chicago. So I think that's gonna be like just a nice little like break and like a different kind of race.
I get that. That's so cool. So exciting. Transitioning more to now, what was the transition like going from college to like post-grad, being in your 20s?
It was honestly really hard for me. I don't know how you're like finding it, because obviously you said you just graduated.
Yeah.
I struggled for the first like 6 months. Not like intensely struggled in that like every single day I was like sad or whatever, but it just, I think it's a really hard transition that people don't really talk about as much.
Nope,
and
you're right.
It's like, it just took me a little bit to kind of like get on my feet in the sense of like figuring out my schedule with working, like figuring out how to like kind of block my time and meeting more people post-grad and whatever. And especially since I stayed in LA because I went to USC and then I stayed here, like being in the same city I went to college in, but like in a different setting. Like I lived in a different place,
mindset.
obviously. That was an adjustment as well. And kind of like relearning like the city as someone not in college anymore. So I would say it took me like a solid 6 months to like feel like pretty confident in like my footing. I just think that it's like a learning curve and everyone's kind of on a different timeline. And I would say by like February, like the following year is when I felt a little bit more settled. And then by that summer, I was like enjoying post-grad life. But for a little bit there, I was like, hey, I really miss college.
I mean, I kind of am still going through that. And I feel like people are glamorizing the post-grad life because like I see all of these girls on TikTok and like even some of my close friends right out of college, they got a job. So they like automatically had that structure. I feel like with what we do, we don't really have as much structure. Like we can get a brand deal one day and then go like 2 weeks without doing anything. And it's just like,
Right.
damn, what do I do now?
Yeah. And also, like, I do think that it just, like I said, takes some time for you to figure out what your post-grad life looks like.
Yeah.
And, like, I also think anyone who's posting that they, like, have it all figured out within a few months, like, they don't. Because it honestly took me a little bit to, like, enjoy my post-grad lifestyle.
Oh, for sure.
And now I'm at the point where I'm like, oh, like, college was amazing. I loved it, but I'm not missing college. Like,
You're
I'm
loving
my life now.
I love that.
I mean, obviously, I'm 25, so college was a while ago, but, like, it did take me a second to, like, get to that.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
yeah.
And did a lot of your friends from college, did they also stay in California?
I would say, like, a lot of my super close friends stayed here in LA.
Okay.
And then some of them also went to New York. So it was, like, very, like, split, I would say. But it was nice that a lot of my, like, best friends stayed here.
Yeah.
And then I started dating my now boyfriend, like, 6 or 7 months after I graduated, and he also went to USC but was the grade above.
Okay.
But we didn't know each other in school.
Wait,
so
that's
like
so cute.
yeah, so he and his friends like I've kind of become like a part of their friend group.
For sure.
Obviously by proxy because we've been together now almost 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's also really nice to have like a big group of USC
For
people
sure.
as
Yeah.
well with him.
Love
So,
that.
Yeah.
Okay, any advice if you could give yourself, like your 22, 23-year-old self, any piece of advice, what would it be?
It would honestly be to not freak out that you don't really know where you
Love
want to
that.
take your life and to just give yourself grace and like kind of just like let things fall into place, but
Yeah.
also like stay motivated and like keep working towards your goals and like don't give up because there were so many times that like in college, for example, like I was posting on Brett's Bites, like honestly very similarly to how I post now, like so many stories, like
Yeah.
whatever, but I like literally only had like a few thousand followers.
Really?
And yeah, and I just like I never wanted to give up because it was what I loved doing, but
Yeah.
I'm just really glad that I didn't
Yep.
because it's been wonderful to grow and like to actually be able to do this as a career, and I'm excited to see where it continues to go.
Of course.
That's just like another thing to just keep working towards your dreams. And like
I love that.
it's also never too like late, and I'm still
yeah,
so young.
that.
I'm so like we both are still so young, but like at the same time it's like don't get discouraged if like not
Yeah.
everything's falling into place for you at 22 or 23. And I always say to put out content that like you would have wanted to see
Ooh, I like
as
that.
a younger person, and that's what I always try to do and emulate
Yeah.
because like I want to post like what a high school version of Brett would have wanted to
So
follow.
cute.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so my home base is Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Love.
And I told you I'm trying to figure out where I want to go. So I need you to pitch me California because you've spent a lot of time here.
Yeah. LA.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, we'll say LA. Pitch
I'm gonna
me
say LA specifically. Okay, I just personally love LA because of the lifestyle that you can live here.
Yep.
There's obviously like the going out and stuff. It's not
Mhm.
going to be as intense as New York, but like you can
Yeah.
still kind of flex that muscle here. And I'm kind of saying LA versus New York in this situation.
Yeah.
And there are also just what I love so much about LA is like there are so many different vibes of like where to live. Like
so true.
all across the city. You could also go live in Silver Lake and it's more like
Mhm.
artsy and like cooler things are going
Yep.
on, or Venice if you want to be by the beach. Like it genuinely like there's a place for everyone.
There
I
are a
feel
lot
like
of personality towns in here.
Yeah. And why I don't see myself moving is just because I love my day-to-day life here.
Oh, I love to
and
hear
I
that.
think that like going to New York, like I love New York and I love visiting, but I genuinely think that I would be too overstimulated. Like
Thank you.
it is so every time I go, I'm like I feel like I'm drinking every
Like,
single
trapped.
day. I'm like it's just so much, and I love visiting, but I just like
Yes.
day to day here, it's so much better vibes. I
Wait,
think.
I'm so glad you said that because a lot of people assume that I live in New York since I visit there so much. And I'm
Yeah.
like, you will never find me
yeah.
living in that
It's
city.
a lot.
I sometimes will like stay in my hotel room all day because I don't want to go outside because there's just like so much to do and see.
Yeah, it's like the second you walk outside, it's like just like everything is like coming
Yeah.
at you all at once.
Were you considering New York at one point?
I was briefly,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, when I was still a senior in college.
Oh, wow.
So I like didn't know if I wanted to stay in LA or not, but
Yeah.
then I ended up staying because I didn't feel ready to leave, and now I just feel like I've built such a life here and such a strong foundation.
and
I'm
it
like,
seems like
I'm
you're
staying put.
really happy with your decision. So
Yes.
that's good.
Yeah.
You made the right decision. Okay, we are both the youngest of. Do you have two older sisters?
Yeah, two older sisters.
We are both the youngest of three girls.
obsessed. Being the
I need
youngest
to
is the
know.
best.
It honestly is.
It is.
I feel like I give younger sister vibes. Do people tell you that you give youngest sister vibes?
Yeah, very much so.
And I feel like that's kind of a compliment, but I don't think they mean to give it as a compliment, but I take it as a compliment.
I take it as a compliment too,
Like,
but I know exactly what you mean.
I'm the real, like, I don't hold back with my sisters. Like,
Yeah.
I tell them exactly how it is.
Yeah.
I need to know, what was the last thing you said in your group chat with your sisters?
I don't even remember.
Do you talk to your sisters often?
Yes. So we talk honestly daily.
Okay,
but
love that.
not as much like in our group chat. I
Yeah.
talk to them more like individually.
So do I.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
So I would say with Elle, like I forget. Hannah and I, what did we talk about last? I don't really remember. But with Elle, I know she spilled on one of her old sweatshirts of mine, she said.
No.
And so she asked me to send her another one. That was our conversation this
Wait,
morning.
that is so funny.
Yeah.
So what, okay, now I need to know, growing up with sisters, what was like the clothing situation like? Like, did you share? Did they share?
So they definitely shared more because I'm 8 years younger than my oldest
Wait,
sister.
so am I.
Really? And then 5 years younger from the middle.
I'm 8 and 7.
Okay, that's crazy. So
Wow.
you're also like a baby.
Yes.
So you probably also relate in the sense of like we are kind of like only children growing up
Yes.
because they had so
shared
much
everything.
in common and shared everything
Yep.
and whatever. And then like it was like us like as the babies. So it's like by the time I was like a human enough to like play in the pool on vacation, like Hannah and Elle were like wanting to tan. You know what I mean?
That's so fair.
Yeah. So they would share. And then I would say like once I got to like high school, I would go and see if there was anything good that they left at home.
Yeah.
More so with Elle's stuff, I would say, my middle sister. But I never really had the like, you stole my like whatever.
That's good, because
like,
that's
because they were the ones that had that with each other.
so true. Okay, I have a little fun game. It's this or that running edition.
Okay.
And then I actually added in another question at the bottom because I wanted to know. But first question, treadmill or outdoor?
Outdoor.
What type of scenery? Like city, country?
Probably city. Like anyone.
Really?
Like I like when I have more things to look at.
Wait,
Like,
I like
I would
that.
rather like run in like on the West Side Highway of New York than like on a country road
like gives
through
you,
nothing.
like it takes your mind off.
Yes,
I like the way you
exactly.
think. Okay, morning or evening runs?
Morning.
What time would you like? What time do you wake up? Like, are you a really early runner?
So like on a day like today when I had to do a super long run, I was up at 5 a.m.
That is insane.
Yeah. I'm an early bird though. I always have been. So I just like take advantage with the fact that like I know that I'm going to be awake. So
Like
I'm
that
gonna
just
get
made
my
my
run in.
eyes water. So what time do you go to bed usually?
Like,
I'm like a grandma.
Like
I'm like
10ish, 9:30,
Yeah.
10. I'm
9:30,
always
10.
like in bed. Like I'm upstairs in my bed sometimes at like 7 p.m.
couldn't agree more.
Like,
That's
and, like,
so valid.
I might not be asleep for 2.5, 3 hours, but like I am in my room.
Yep.
Like the night is over.
Jammies on.
Yes.
I completely agree. Okay, music or podcast?
Music.
What type? Like,
So
do you have a certain playlist? I'm assuming.
I have so many playlists
Yeah.
and they all kind of have like different vibes, but like
Okay.
overall, like just like a lot of like pump up,
Yep.
poppy, some like good rap, some good throwbacks. I love
Ooh,
like
I
a
like
good
that.
throwback. I'm not the biggest like EDM girl. I'm listening to like
Really?
no, like I'm like maybe a few remixes here and there, but like right now on my Tokyo playlist, there's like a lot of Britney Spears.
Love that.
A lot of like Miley Cyrus, but like old Miley Cyrus.
that would get me going.
Like East Northumberland High from like that
Yes!
album from when she was like 15. Like a lot of Rihanna, stuff like
Wait,
that.
I love that. We're gonna
Yeah.
have to. You're gonna have to share your.
I will. My
um,
running playlists are really
yeah,
good.
your playlist with me. Shorts or leggings?
Shorts.
Do you not chafe?
I don't chafe with my legs. I do chafe sometimes like under my boobs, but I have like one of those like I have
Got
from
it.
Mega Babe. It's called like the anti-chafe stick.
Hat or sunglasses? Or do you wear either?
I don't honestly really wear either.
Really?
Definitely not hat because I already sweat so much and a hat traps heat and like
Yep.
I would like get scared that I'm gonna get like acne and stuff with like where
So
I
valid.
sweat. I sometimes wear running sunglasses, but they aren't my fave. So normally I'm just nothing.
Last one, finish line photo or Strava screenshot? Did I say, is it Strava?
Yeah.
Strava.
Look at you. Finish line photo for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you use Strava?
I use Strava and I like it, but I would rather post like a really good picture of me finishing.
Love that. I
They
feel like
can
that's
look up
more
my
of like,
time
yeah,
if they want to. You
more
know what
of
I
the
mean?
accomplishment is in there.
Yeah.
Is Strava, I'm like getting a sense that it's like a new social media app.
It really is if you're like super into like running or like cycling,
Like,
swimming.
do you follow people on it?
Yeah, I have like 19,000 followers
Wait,
on
what?
Strava. It's like so random.
And so you'll
post a run?
Yeah,
like,
so
once you finish a run?
it automatically uploads from my watch. So it's like I don't really have to do anything. Sometimes I add like a comment like today went well or like whatever.
Yeah.
But it's very much a thing for like the people super into running.
I see a lot of Strava screenshots.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll be the thing that gets me into running is the social media aspect.
Yeah.
Of it.
Yeah, literally.
Okay, this is my last question. This is also for me personally. Can you build me your favorite dessert bowl? Like all your favorite
Yes.
ingredients. Like
I always like to do something like salty. So recently I've been loving pretzels, but then Garrett also we make like a simply salted that's just like a plain
so good.
and it's great. I have been clinically addicted to True Fruit recently. The
Really?
past few months. Like
The frozen?
I've been in a huge True
It's so
Fruit
good.
phase. So I like the milk chocolate raspberries. Those are my favorite.
Stop.
So
Those are my favorite.
They're so good. So we need a few of those for sure. And I also love undercover quinoa. It's like this chocolate covered, like crispy quinoa bites.
Wait, what?
It's so good. The milk chocolate ones are so good. Some of that.
I need to try that.
And some Drizzlicious. Do you know Drizzlicious?
Oh, is it like the little
rice
corn
cakes
or yeah, the rice cakes
that are like frosted.
What flavor?
Birthday cake is my favorite. Insane. It's my favorite by far.
Like that would get me ready for bed. Like if I had a dessert bowl
Yeah.
like that.
That's what I do. And then
I'll
I
be my
just
jam.
like bring it upstairs, honestly. I have been super into like some sort of like gummy recently too. So like Bon Bon sends like some Swedish candy sometimes to the house. I mean, literally,
Stop.
because I live with my best friend Jake and we get so much food PR. So we are like
Wait,
always
what?
having like all this stuff to choose from. Sometimes
I need
it's
to try the
overwhelming.
bubs. I've never had
Yes.
Swedish candy, but the bubs, they look so, I just like the name bubs.
You need.
I need to try it.
Next time you're in New York, you should go to Bon Bon or like Little Sweet Treat, one of those,
Oh,
and
I
like
didn't even
make
know
yourself.
they had a standalone.
Yes, you can go in and like you can like scoop the candy into
I'm
a
there.
bag. You can choose exactly what you want. It's so good.
Wait, I didn't know you lived with Jake.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. I met him once and we did aloe. We did aloe gym
Oh,
together. It
really?
was so funny.
Oh my god.
And he
Pilates?
brought yes.
Oh my gosh, I'm sure it was hilarious.
He brought one of his followers. She like
Oh.
was posting on TikTok like I need to try the aloe gym. Like, can
Oh.
anybody get me to the aloe gym? And I think Jake responded and was like, "Yes, come with me."
Oh my god, that's so
and
nice.
so she like flew in and it was us three and it was the cutest. I'm like, that is the nicest thing
Oh
I've
my
ever
God.
seen.
I don't even remember him doing that, but that sounds very Jake.
It was
He's
like
very
over a year
nice.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we literally met move-in day at USC.
Wait, he went to USC?
Yeah, we've been best friends for
I did not know this.
literally 8 years. It's crazy.
Wow.
And we lived together since graduation. We were best friends all of college. We just never lived together just because of like how it worked out.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've lived together since school.
Okay, I need to know your first impression of Jake.
I mean, I just was like, oh my God, he is so funny and like I'm obsessed with him. Just like this small gay boy.
Yes, like
And
how could you not?
we're in the same hallway and like he just is the best and makes the best first impression
Yeah.
and like can get along with anyone.
Right.
So we were very fast friends.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I have for you today.
Oh my gosh,
thank you so much for coming.
Of course.
I loved learning about your life and now I'm going to start getting into running because of you.
Period, Kendall. I will send you everything you need.
Yes, and I'll download Strava so you can see all of my 2-minute runs.
Perfect.
I wanted to take you guys on a stroll around the office and chit chat.
Guys, today I'm going to give you a tour of my new home. We're here at the Unwell Studio. I had a few interviews today. I literally landed this morning, running on a few hours of sleep, but I feel like I need to just show you guys my office since I'm just a workaholic now. So here it is. Here is the waiting room for all the guests who come in. We have a little Zen garden if you get bored. And of course we have the father, our founding father, Coop. What is this room? Media room. This is the editing room. This is where you will never see me. Thank God. Here we have the wall of shame. Just kidding. Here we have all of my amazing, what's it called? Coworkers. I'm literally running on 1 hour of sleep, guys. So this is the producer's room. Also will never be in there. But they're the whole reason why this show is the way it is. And all of these shows. They are the brains. It's getting to the fun stuff. We have a claw machine. I don't know if it works, but it's so cute to look at. This is the social media room. A lot of hard work, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears are shed in this room. I'm just making that up. This is the best place to work on earth. This is where we spend a lot of time. This is the studio. You may have seen this on other people's podcasts.
This is the communal studio. We love this space. It's a safe space, and I've made a lot of friendships in this room. But I will say it gets really hot in here, so on to the next. This is where Danny will sit and watch and make sure we look pretty and that everything is going as it should. Jazzy sits on the floor, but she's just a weirdo. Hi. Hi. I don't want to walk in there, but this is like a big conference room. This is where I had like kind of my first official meeting with Unwell. It was really intimidating. I like obviously was really nervous the morning of, but this is where I take all of my photos when I have guests. Of course, we have the big Unwell mirror. This will probably be posted on my story today. And then we have the drink wall. This is my favorite flavor, by the way. The strawberry. So good. Oh, and the jerseys. Father Coop is worldwide. Wait, this is done. I don't even think I've seen it. It was like under construction the last time I was here, so I don't even know what's back there, but these are the cool people offices. If you have an office up here, that means you're really cool. I don't have an office up here. Oh, the executive suites. Wait, what? This hallway's it's huge. I didn't realize it went this far. It kind of looks like a hotel. Well, guys, I feel like I'm not really doing good at this tour because I don't know any of these people. So we're just gonna, hi. Well, it looks like we've hit a dead end and all the doors are closed. So let's get out of here before we get in trouble. I'm gonna get a drink, a little drinkity drink. Oh, frosted cranberry. Guys, you're getting an ASMR review right now. And the mic is right there. This is gonna be really crispy. I hope you guys hear that. Wait, it literally tastes like the raspberry or the flavored Sprite. This is really good. Like a Christmassy drink. Can't forget my pretzels and hummus. Wait, this is really good. I'm also not an energy drinker because I don't need it, but you're coming home with me. I think that's it, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this tour. Now let's go frolic around LA. I will say LA brings 2016 vibes because I was here during 2016. So when I come back to LA, I always go to my old spots, the Grove. We always eat at Wood Ranch, which I don't know if that's like kind of like a terrible restaurant, but I love Wood Ranch. I also just love to go to Rodeo. I don't know, you don't get shopping like that very often, especially in Pennsylvania. So I definitely just like to go to my old spots. And sometimes I'll drive up the hill into the hills. Kalani and I used to drive up into the hills almost every night. That was like our therapy after a really hard day of Dance Moms. And we would just like chill there, talk, look at the lights. It's giving me nostalgia right now.
What would you recommend for someone that doesn't know LA very well? Like, what's the perfect day in the life in LA?
The perfect day in the life in LA, that's a great question. I would say number one, you have to start with Alfred's. I think their coffee is probably the best coffee I've ever had. Or Leora's. Leora's coffee is great. Then I feel like if you're like really into the basic LA girl, you have to do some sort of Pilates class. I will say SoulCycle used to be that girl. I used to go to SoulCycle all the time with the girls on the show. Definitely hit up a SoulCycle class. And then I feel like go to like a rooftop pool or even the beach. Like,
Do you do workout classes at home or just like when you're in cities again?
oh my God. So I've been on the road for 17 days. The first time I will have worked out will be tomorrow at the Aloe Gym. I can't get myself to go to a gym by myself in a city that I don't know because people already look at me in like the non-cockiest way. Like I don't want to draw more attention. So yeah, I have not worked out in a while. At home, I do Pilates. I have an at-home reformer. I just like to be in my little bubble.
When you are traveling so much, how do you balance like your mental and physical health with work?
Oh my gosh, I prioritize me time any chance I get when I'm traveling. I was actually I went on a date last night and I was talking to the guy about it. I love to travel by myself, and any chance I get, I will be in my hotel room. Like I'll unpack my suitcases, I'll lay in bed, I'll scroll on TikTok just to like get my mind right, and then I'll go to dinner with friends and like have a good night. But I really do prioritize being by myself, especially when I get to a new city.
Sorry, without more details, too many more details.
No, Jazzy.
Is it date? Are we gonna have a date number 2? Like, are you obsessed? Or
I don't know. It was so random. I went to a Super Bowl party on Sunday, and I was just like kind of making small talk with this guy, not thinking anything of it. Like, he was really sweet, but he also is a little bit older than me, so I didn't know what his vibes were. But by the end of the night, we made a bet. I took Seahawks, he took Patriots, and he was like, okay, $20. Seahawks won. Go Hawks, baby. He got my number, and he sent me $20 the next morning, and he was like, I'll pick you up at 7. I've never gotten a text like that in my life. I'll pick you up at 7. And he did. He was punctual with the timing, and we went to dinner, and we were the last people in the restaurant last night, so.
Do you kiss on the first date?
Oh, I was talking to my sisters about this. I didn't know, like, again, he's a little bit older, so I didn't know what the vibes were for a guy that's older. I did not initiate it. He dropped me off, and I, like, sat there for a second. I unbuckled my seatbelt. I was like, thank you so much. Like, this was so fun. I hope to see you again. And I went to go give him a hug, and he went in for a kiss. So I was like, I feel like I would have been the type to be like, oh, I don't kiss on the first dates. Yes, of course I do. But I wanted him to think that I'm mature, but we kissed.
Do you typically
And I haven't
skew
stopped
older?
thinking about it.
Do you typically skew older?
Like, no, not really. This is why it's really weird for me, because a mature guy did not see that on my bingo card for the year of 2026. So we'll see where the wind takes us. We'll see.
I feel like mutual friends are always like really where it's at.
That I literally, when I was in my dumps, I searched on ChatGPT, what is the most popular way that you meet, like, either your significant other, your soulmate, or the person you marry? And literally the first thing was through mutual friends or family. Same thing, but I don't know, guys. Stars are aligning.
How do you like respond to people when they're like, why don't you live in LA already?
I don't even know how to answer that question. I love to visit. Like, same thing with New York. A lot of people assume I live in New York because I'm there so often. But I like I like visiting and leaving and going back home. I'm not ready to live in a city like New York. I could be convinced to move here. But I also when you're born and raised in the small town like Pittsburgh, or even the suburbs of Pittsburgh, it's so hard to leave, especially when your entire friend group is home. Your family's there, my grandma's there. Oh, I miss my roommates every day. I was just texting with them last night. We play this stupid game. It's like kind of like Candy Crush, and we would all be addicted to it in college. And you can see when people are logged on, and I am on it every day since I play it on the plane. They haven't logged on in like 2 months. I'm like, I'm missing my freak friends. I'm missing my geek friends. I miss my family, but I call my mom maybe 4 times a day. So I can't miss her that bad when I'm still talking to her often. But I just like the hominess of being with your parents. You just like feel relaxed and stress-free, and you can just be yourself. Guys, in my first stop of this college tour, ex-college tour, I went into my purse and Teddy put 2 of his toys. It's a pickle with a Santa hat on it and a little squirrely. And the squirrel he loves because it squeaks so loud. So every time I set my purse down, it squeaks. Makes me think of him. I mean, every time I travel here by myself, I usually am just like, I kind of try to incorporate like, I'm back. You bitches better be mad. No, I'm kidding. I really don't. I hide in my hotel room and I order like Air One or the most outrageous DoorDash that I can't get in Pittsburgh. Kidding. I don't really have a vibe here. I just get a lot of nostalgia when I'm here.
Does the city feel different from like when you were growing up and you were here?
Oh my God, I feel like California is so different. Even just like the people and the vibes. If you were here during like prime 2016, like everything is so different. All the trends are different. I mean, I feel like there's better restaurants though. I will say the food has gotten a lot better here. But yeah, definitely different. Also, experiencing LA when you're 12 and comparing it to when you're 23, again, whole new vibe. Now I can like go out to the fun bars and stay out late, and I don't have to go to a 1-bedroom, 1-bed apartment with my mom. Like, come on now.
What feelings do come up for you like when you're on the go so much for work, like going from city to city?
I recently struggled with travel anxiety, which I never get. But I do just work myself up when I travel, they're usually quick trips. But with the quick trips, I like to fit a lot of things into them. And so I will jam pack my schedule. And I think sometimes I bite off more than I can chew. And that just like, it literally gives me like chest pains. But I don't know, I just always think of like, my life could be so much worse. I'm traveling the world, or we'll say I'm traveling the country, doing exactly what I never imagined myself doing. So I just have to keep reminding myself that like it'll all work out. and it'll be okay. And then you'll be home in a few days. So not that deep, not that deep.
With your travel anxiety, are you the type to like get to the airport like 3 hours before or what?
I think I just had this realization not that long ago. I honestly think I'm turning into a type A person, and I never used to be, but when I fly, I have to be at least 2 hours ahead of when we board. Like I've never missed a flight in my life, knock on wood, and I will never be one to be late until today. It pissed me off. I was 10 minutes late today to my podcast episode, and I felt so bad the guest was waiting. I just didn't anticipate the traffic because of my stupid jet-lagged ass. It was a really nice reset to be in Arizona with Kalani, one of my best friends, and my sister. So that just automatically, I felt more relaxed and at home. But no, I honestly, no crash outs. I got super drunk, but that's not a crash out, so I don't know if that counts. I haven't drank this much and probably since college. I have drank almost every single day that I've been on the road, which has been the last 17 days. When you go to Scottsdale, Arizona, there is just something in the air that makes you think you are invincible. My first night there, I stayed out until 5 in the morning, and I was up at 8 in the morning the next day. Guys, I've never experienced myself like that. I was an animal. I was an animal.
Was it a tequila night or a side B night?
Oh my God, well, it started at Waste Management, which was, I forget what, it was called a Baja Blast. They give you free drinks at Waste Management. It was tequila, cucumber juice, and water. So it was kind of like a refreshing drink, but you were still getting wasted. Then I went home, napped it off, woke up. Then I had some tequila sodas and ended it with wine. Like, am I okay? No, I'm not. I have been dying to try Levain cookies. It is so cute here, and it smells even better. Hi, how are you? Oatmeal raisin. Why is that kind of sounding an oatmeal raisin?
I mean, I love oatmeal raisin anything.
I might do a chocolate chip walnut. That sounds really good. Thank you so much.
And I got you warm ones too.
Oh, and they're warm.
Have a good day.
Thank you, you too.
Central, yeah.
Huh.
What flavor fries do you got?
I'm kind of giving Forrest Gump sitting on the bench, like waiting for someone to come sit next to him and talk. She gave us warm cookies too. This is the chocolate chip walnut. Guys, wow. People probably think I'm actually weird for having 2 cameras on me right now, eating a cookie on a bench.
I'm so happy you came with this weather because originally it was going to be raining and I was...
That's what Jerry was saying. He was like, oh, it's raining. I don't know, like people are gonna start canceling their meetings. Like if there's one thing you guys need to know about the people who live in LA, freakazoids when it comes to rain. They don't know how to drive in it. They cancel their meetings. They literally hibernate. I'm like, it's just water. Imagine having to drive with icy roads and snow all in your windshield. You guys, I love it. It's so funny. I mean, it's good for me because if it rains when I'm here, I know all my shit's gonna be canceled. So I kind of like it. I can just stay in my hotel room all day. Wait, this street is so cute.
Is it?
Did you know it was coming?
Ice cream.
The second ice cream shop we've passed, and it's the second one that's made me break my neck. Am I okay? This is cute too. These are cute classics. I definitely want to keep doing this with you guys. I think this was much needed for you and I, but let's go back to the hotel and I'll see you next Thursday. Love you.